What's good? It's your boy Ben in the back with another video. And yo, I'm just talking about life in general, man. I think that's what I probably might change my channel to, man. Life in general, because I be talking about life in general. So I don't know. Leave a comment below. What you think I should rename my channel, man? But today's video, I'm talking about self-disclosure, man. Especially self-disclosure in the workplace, man. And I know it's a lot of us out here, we have been guilty of it. I've been guilty of it too, you know, in certain situations. You know, if you had a good friend, sometimes like your coworkers become pretty, some people are decent, then you got some people, man, you just shouldn't tell information to at all. And why I say this is because, I mean, you could have a particular conversation or a situation that you probably talk to them about in confidence, okay? And lo and behold, you know, it just all depends on that person's level of maturity, or if you feel that they're a pretty decent human being, you know, because you gotta think about it. We as people, we carry the weight of the world on our shoulders, man. You know, we all come from different backgrounds. We all have different levels of stress. And sometimes, you know, if you ain't got like a friend or a family member or somebody that will that you could probably talk to with like a non-judgmental, or you're not necessarily looking for like counsel, but you just kind of venting, right? And you talk to this person and man, they just share something that you told them in confidence, and you just like, man, like why would you do that? You know what I'm saying? Or depending on what the situation is, and I had a few people, and I've seen this too. I had people, like, you say something in confidence, or man, and it'd be like kind of, you and that person know what it is, and they kind of jab you with it, like damn, bro, or sis, like, oh my God, oh person, like, yo, I told you that in confidence. Like, you just jabbing me with it? What the hell, man? I thought we was better than that. And it's like, and then you kind of wish that you never told them in the first place. So, you know, and then, you know, self-disclosure, man, it you know, you, and then, I don't mean to stumble over my words, but you kind of really rethink on like, what type of information are you sharing with people, right? Because man, it can work against you, or you can kind of find out a person's perspective on different things. You know, if they got particular views on different things, you know, maybe they may be a decent person, and you know what I'm saying, you kind of find that, okay, they pretty much, their views identify with a certain type of party or organization or whatever, and then you like, okay, if that person's cool enough, you know, you may not go down that particular road with that person or just talk to them. But then there's other things like, all right, you know, just personal stuff that, you know, you feel like you just definitely got the weight of the world on your shoulders, man. You just need a shoulder, like, to like, not necessarily cry on, but just to talk to, man. Because a lot of people, you know, I think most people, man, if you really are going through something, man, definitely, and I highly recommend get some type of professional help. Definitely do something in the way of seeking out a therapist, you know, because sometimes you may think like sharing certain information with people may be therapeutic, but ultimately it may work against you. Let me say that again. You may think sharing certain information about yourself with certain people may be therapeutic, but it very well could work against you, man. And it's been instances where people that told me stuff like years ago, man. I was like, oh man, I did this and I did that. Like, yo, this is a red flag, bro. I don't think I'll probably even have you at my house. I'll probably have to watch you. I gotta keep an eye on you because this is how you rock. This is how you get down, right? So, I was kind of playing with this particular, what's the word I'm looking for? I was playing with this particular conversation, you know what I'm saying? Because I know a lot of people, at work, they actually disclose information about themselves, and you know what I'm saying, you hope that the person is mature enough or decent enough not to disclose it, and then it can make the work environment uncomfortable, because for the simple fact that they're actually telling information that you told them in confidence, and it just word get around. People start gossiping and start talking about a situation where I'm sorry, y'all, this alarm going off in this parking lot. People start talking about a particular situation that, that you been in, and God forbid, man, you may be, and God forbid, you may be that person that's like an outcast or something like that, and this is like, oh, this is juicy information. We about to go to the bank with this one, and just at the end of the day, man, you just gotta be mindful on how you conduct yourself at work, or what information you share. Definitely personal stuff that can really get around to somebody that you really don't want to know, because at the end of the day, man, work is work, and you shouldn't necessarily treat it like, treat some people like your therapist, man. Just seek professional help, knock it, grind this out, because every one of us may have some type of trauma, and we very well may not notice it, we may not identify it until you just really sit down like, dang, man, that was like a traumatic experience for me, or my upbringing, it shaped it shaped my trauma, or if I was in a particular situation or a relationship with somebody and it shaped some type of trauma, you gotta look at these things, and self-disclosure, man, it may put a hamper on a lot of things, man, and I would definitely highly recommend, if you in a job or you at a job, it's on a need to know basis, and don't really, just share too much information about yourself, man. Unless, unless it's on a professional level, I think that's just where it really will go. We all tell stories about situations we've been in, coming along, was growing up or whatever, but then some information it's just TMI. It's just too much information. Just don't, man. And then God forbid, if you going for like a manager position, right? And you done lean on a few people at your job, and then lo and behold, man, they know certain stuff about you. Okay, oh yeah, man, my man like to do this, or such and such likes to do that, or man, you heard about such and such, man. Oh man, let me tell you, man, one time we were chopping it up, and they said they was doing this, and another. Like, yo. And without going into, I'm just kind of just subtly just saying it, But yeah, this is a real thing, man. Self-disclosure, man, sometimes it's just not good, you know. Um, Leave some comments below, man. Have you ever been in a situation where you shared some type of information with somebody and they just used it against you or jabbed you with it? Or you just like, yo, I told you that in confidence? Or do you feel like, man, that you would offer some information up to somebody if you knew that you was really close to them, or if y'all had that type of relationship? Like, leave it comments below, and let's get this conversation popping, man. You know, right now I'm just generally talking about jobs, but we can have an open conversation for other different things. And if y'all liking this content or this resonated with you, or if you know somebody that needs to hear this, man, send this to them, man. And if you already subscribed, I appreciate my 20 subscribers. Thanks for rocking with me. And if you just casually just rolling through, man, I appreciate that too. All right, y'all, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.